beautiful and mysterious. The Bali Myna is a beautiful snow-white bird with black tips on wing and tail feathers and striking sky-blue patches of skin around its eyes. The male and female are almost identical, although the delicate, lacy head crest extending down the back of the neck may be a bit longer on the male. Its beauty is probably why this bird's likeness is used in much of the cultural art found on the island of Bali in Indonesia. The Bali Myna or Bali starling is found in one small region of Bali, an island that is smaller than the size of Rhode Island. Scientists discovered the Bali Myna in 1912. The bird was originally called the Rothschild's grackle for Lord Walter Rothschild, a British ornithologist who financed the collecting of this species. The species name Rothschildi also comes from the ornithologist. Members of the starling family, not a lot of research has been done on Bali Mynas. What we do know comes mostly from studying the mynas in zoos. Habitat and diet. Bali Mynas occupy the mountain regions along the north coast of Bali. Usually the birds are found in flocks of 20 to 30 in those areas, not already occupied by other kinds of starlings. They live in the holes of trees and line their nests with leaves, the stems of dried plants and feathers. Their nests are home to the several clutches of eggs they may have each year. They seem to breed between November and April, which is the rainy season for Bali. The entire population of Bali Mynas usually gathers in the 740-acre, 300-hectare section of Bali Barat National Park to pair up and breed. Bali Mynas eat insects, such as ants and termites, caterpillars, dragonflies, and grasshoppers, and fruit, including figs, papayas, and nectar. They may also eat worms and small reptiles. Insects seem to be most plentiful in Bali during the rainy season, January through April. Perhaps this is why the mynas have their breeding season at that time. Both aggression and courtship are demonstrated similarly. The bird raises its head crest, points its bill to the sky, and bobs its body about. Along with this impressive display are some unique vocalizations almost defying description. There are deep hisses, trills, and a series of vibrating notes generally accompanied by raucous whistling chirps. During these songs, the chest is expanded and the plumage fluffed. A fan-shaped spreading of the tail feathers concludes the display. If courtship is intended, the female sidles closer to the displaying male and preens his neck and chest areas. This attention is rewarded when he preens her in turn. Bali Mynas appear to be monogamous, and once a pair bond has been established, both partners vigorously display and vocalize to announce territorial ownership and discourage intruders. Any invaders are met with persistent aerial chases and attacks. It is generally the male that initiates these flying pursuits, but the female often participates as vigorously as the male. Conservation. The beauty of the birds has attracted people in the cage bird trade. In Denpasar, Bali's capital, there is a thriving bird market. Thousands of different birds are crammed into cages and sold for $1 or $2 each. Because of the rarity of the Bali Myna, the bird markets can charge higher prices for them. Having a Bali Myna in a private collection is considered a status symbol, so poachers are encouraged to continue to capture these endangered birds for the pet trade. Mynas need your help. Much effort has been made to help the Bali Mynas recover. The Bali Starling Project has made efforts to help guard the Bali Barat National Park, where the birds live, from illegal trapping, and has reintroduced birds hatched in human care to help the tiny population grow. You can help discourage poachers by never purchasing a pet that has come from the wilderness. Many exotic wildlife might seem like a fun idea for a pet, but in reality they are not what you expected. They can be very hard to care for and could even be illegal to own in your state.